Hello everyone and welcome traders. This is another market analysis video for this month, for the new month of October 2022. We have a new quarter as well as a new month, the final quarter of the year. And I have selected for you a few charts, a few high probability scenarios from the markets. And I'll show you what I'm looking at. I'll share with you for you to capitalize on some of the opportunities that are available, which could be higher probability in terms of the long-term picture. So let's go through the charts one by one and see where we're at, see what we can analyze and what we can glean from the price action that we see in front of us today, the beginning of the month. So I'm going to start with S&P today. Let's have a look here on what we've got on S&P. I marked out this target area previous month, if you were with me in the video, and we had that the last month. We had a very big bearish candle and the market came down to take that level. So now looking for that continuation with these clear lower lows and lower lows and lower highs. This is sort of a channel happening here. So now I'll be looking for a continuation of that drop. The market is looking decidedly weak at the moment, and now it's making this brief retracement higher. So this is the monthly picture. Each candle is 1 month, and the next place that I'll be looking for the market to reach to is, so here's that initial level, and the next level will be down here. So let's have a look now a little bit deeper. We've got the monthly here. I'll go down to the weekly 7-day candles, and I'll be looking at this to be the high that won't be broken, and here is the low. So in between these 2 points would be a good place to trade. So obviously a nice higher price would be good, a retracement. So where I'll be looking for is, if I draw a line just to mark it out, would be above, somewhere above this line right here. So that would mark a nice expensive area to take a sell from, and I will see if this high gets taken out, then possibly we'll see what happens afterwards. But we may see some price action happen around this level, 3,800, or perhaps a little bit above, a little bit higher. And then I expect the market to show some more downside. So the probability is to the downside either way. And we've got this high of the previous week. This was the last week of September, and here we may see a reaction as well. So anywhere between these two levels would be very interesting. So that's the S&P, clearly a drop. We see a low here that was broken, and now we are in a retracement phase. So that's the outlook on S&P. Bearish, that is the bias, and looking for the sell side to continue there. Okay, next I'm going to go to gold. Let's look at gold here. So gold reached its target here with this line I marked out on the previous month's video, and if I draw a fib, it's now in this very obvious upward momentum. Now we got stuck in this very long-term range. If I draw a fib level, from the high to the low here, we can see that we've breached the 61.8 level, and we're now deep in a retracement phase, and the market has come to fill this gap in the price where price did not come back to. So now the question is, are we going to create a new upward trend and come up into the ultimate these highs over here, the 2100 level, or are we going to drop further down? Well, the favored scenario here, if I just remove, let me just remove the Fibonacci, Favored scenario here for me would be a further drop a little bit lower down to the lows, or as near as can be, of last month before moving higher. Now, if that does not happen, we do not get a drop because previous month was bearish. We just get a complete reversal moving higher. Then looking on the weekly chart, I'll be looking for this level right here to be taken out and this trend line to be broken at the same time. And after that, let me just mark that out here. After that, we'll be looking to go higher. So what does that look like? Well, here's that level. I would look to be broken. That will be a break of structure. And once that happens, then I'm going to see a push higher. Then I'd look for a nice cheaper price before a continuation to the upside with that overall long-term bullish momentum that you can see here. So this I'm looking at as a retracement, nothing more than that on a very large scale. So there we go. We're going to have to wait with a little bit more patience, remembering that we are on a very big higher time frames. So if this high remains in place, does not get taken out, and we have the market going lower, then we may see an opportunity to the downside. However, the bias, the favorable scenario, is to the upside. So let's see how it goes and wait for that to happen, wait for the market to show its hand, and then it will be a better time to act. At the moment, it's in a sort of no man's land in terms of higher time frame, but I do like the fact that we are now seeing more bullish momentum. But remember, we have downside here, we have a lot of bearishness, so we're going to see want to see more confirmation for it to be higher probability setup for the buy. So that's gold for you here on the monthly. Next, let's go to Brent Oil. Okay, looked at this last month as well, if you were with me, and you can see here again, similar to gold in a way, we have this longer term very bullish momentum. Now we have this retracement. We've breached the 61.8 level. We're in a deep retracement here. So now the question is, are we at the end of the retracement, or are we going to have further downside to come? Well, I'm going to look at this the same way as I'm looking at gold. So here is the monthly. You can see previous month was very bearish, so we may see some more downside momentum before any continuation to the upside. So down here to the bottom of the previous month, that low, and then a possible push higher. Let me go into the weekly. In order to confirm the higher time frame bullishness, I would want to see again a break of structure, a break of significant highs. So what does that look like? Well, we've got a high here from a couple of weeks ago. So a break of this level would show some broken structures, and then definitely further breaks of further highs would confirm that even more. So then it would be same situation as with the gold scenario. So push higher, then a pullback into a better price. We always want to get a nice better price. Of course, this is just a conjecture. I don't know, I have no idea how the market's going to play out, but this will be the basic idea, going up into that very, very long-term high, and this will be a huge sort of move to happen if it does happen. So gonna have to wait patiently here. This is a few weeks of highs, so let's see how it goes. I don't know if this doji candle here is in fact a reversal or not just yet. It's not certain, and we don't know yet. Once the market breaks either this high or this low right here, then we'll be looking to change tack and act in accordance with what the market is doing at the moment. It is in a very deep retracement phase, so it's a bit more risky. There is still downside. There is very, very clear bearishness, but still more risky to enter because we are looking at a very, very big picture. So let's see how it plays out. And then once it plays out, we can prepare to enter. So that's in terms of higher probabilities, this outlook here. No prediction here whether it's actually going to happen this way, but if it happens, then this is how I'm preparing. So just sharing with you, not telling you the way to trade, but just sharing with you a rough outlook that I'm looking at. That's Brent Oil for you here. Next, let me go to the Forex pairs. So let me start with the major. So we've got Euro as a major pair here, the biggest one of all. So I'm going to zoom out. So here, zooming out into the Euro, we could see that we had very, very massive move up higher here, and then this retracement down. So I'm looking at this as a retracement with a deep pullback on the very, very large time frames. And then the question here now is, have we reached the end of the pullback, or are we going to have some more downward momentum? We do not know. It's a similar case to the other two we just went over, because we still have bearish candles. We have this candle previous month closed lower than the month before, and this month we're going to see what happens. So again, really want to see some more confirmations before assuming that this is the end of the pullback, and the confirmation for me will come from a break of this high, and then that means for me that the market intends to go higher. And if that is not the case, I've got a secondary idea, which is possible continuation to the downside. And what will that look like? Well, that will look like pull back into this level and then further downside. From here, if we see a reaction, depending on the price action, no idea how it's going to actually pan out. So just preparing in this case, it's becoming more dangerous, I would say, lower probability to sell, because we are at such a deep, cheap price, such a deep retracement phase here, as you can see. It's going to zoom out on the monthly again from this low right here. If I draw the fib on that, from the low to the extreme high, you can see we're well past the 61.8 level, and yeah, this has become a very deep retracement. It'll be interesting to see where the market goes from here. Right then, so that is two possible scenarios here for the euro dollar. Let's go to the next one, another euro pair. So let's go to euro Aussie. And again, just going to zoom out on the monthly. So here we are on the monthly. Straight away, what I can see is this zone, this level right here. So let's draw that out. And what I can see is that we have now been in a range for many months, and this zone has been created right here. The previous month, the candle that just passed, we have a very bullish behavior here, and these 2 wicks look like a rejection. So this so-called support resistance zone, whatever you want to call it, a significant area, a significant zone, looks like it may be broken because we have these wicks to the downside. We have bullishness, the previous candle, and I'll be looking for a continuation bullish. And then that would be towards, let's just mark it out here with a line towards this upper level right here. So if I go down to the weekly, you can see the next level, I should draw more accurately, is here based on these wicks and these candles. So that's the level 1.565, let's call it. So with that in the back of the mind, we've got previous week closing very bullish. This may be a retracement, and we may now be seeing a possible entry here to continue to the upside right at the beginning of the week. So it happens. So from here up towards this level, I'm even going to go down to the daily here, and I can see that this is what we've got here, this candle being a possible retracement. Now, what does that mean? That means that if the current low, which is down here, gets breached and we go below that, then the whole idea becomes invalid, and we may now be coming down into the lower levels and possibly lower down to the next swing lows. If it's held, then I'll be looking for the market to hold and then move higher from this level here. With the possible first point to pay attention to is here, 1.542, and then after that the next part, which is 1.56. So we'll see how it plays out, if it actually provides some price action on the lower time frame, 4-hour daily, and then creates another swing to continue to the upside based on last week and also the monthly. So that's what it looks like at the moment. So that's Euro Aussie there. Go to the next one. I've got Pound Aussie. You can see here similar kind of thing as Euro Aussie last month. Very bullish, massive candle, rejected the low. Got weekly, same thing, very, very bullish. So I'll be looking to trade it to the next level, which is up here. And based on that, go down to the daily, looking for another daily swing, and then with the price action confirming back to the upside with a swing, then I'll be looking to target this 1.78 level. So that's the outlook on Pound Aussie. So that is on both pairs, betting on a weak Aussie and a very weak Aussie, because we've got Pound Aussie and Euro Aussie, and in each case we're long, therefore we're looking for weakness in the Aussie Australian dollar. Lastly, let's go to Pound Swiss. Now, why are we looking at Pound Swiss? Well, we've got these historic lows. We have very, very poor pound here, but left a very, very big wick to the downside previous week, hundreds of pips here, and that indicates that we've got some possible bullishness happening here to the start of the month. Here you can see last week's candle, very, very bullish. So because of that, I'm going to look to see the next level that I'd like to trade to, which would be here. And if we breach that, looking at this next level here. So on the monthly, that would look like this high here, and then the next obvious high, which is up here. Let's go back down to the weekly. Let's look at more in detail what's happening. We've got the week and the month, the quarter starting bullish. So I will look for a nice swing in the market to capture the retracement, a nice cheaper price, and then trade to the upside. Let's look at the daily at the moment, what it looks like as of now. So as of now, we've got very, very bullish momentum, broken previous highs, another good sign. So I'd like to see a nice retracement. This is too high at the moment, too expensive to buy. So let's wait for a nice cheaper opportunity, and then possibly a higher probability, better risk reward trade to go to this high and then the next high after that at 1.18. So that's the Pound Swiss. So these are the pairs that I've chosen personally based on my outlook on the market for this month. And obviously you need to manage your risk, observe which trades you're entering, what you're choosing. We've got 2 pound pairs here, both we're looking to long, so I'd be careful with that. We've got 2 euro pairs, so you don't want to bet too heavily on 2 at the same time, because if then the euro reverses, both of these trades may be going against you. So take it step by step, and yeah, as I said, manage your risk and choose the right setup, a high probability, higher quality scenario. So that's the outlook for you on for the month on the selected pairs. My name is Dima. Hope this has been useful for you, and good luck in your trading month. Take care. I'll see you on the next video for the next installment, and I'm sure we'll have plenty more setups. There's always more in the market. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this helped. Leave a comment, like, and please share the video so others can benefit. And I'll see you on the next one. If you have any questions, post your setups, your comments, and what you're looking at, if you would like to see any ideas reviewed, and then we can have a look at those together if you've got a breakdown of your setups and the reasons for entry. Okay, see you again soon, and thanks again for being here with me. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye for now, guys.